Today is 626 day to come here to channel as I learn, and I'm learning. I hope this will support your dreams, your goals, allow you to become the person that you want to become. Today I'll speak about the difference between knowledge and wisdom. Knowledge and wisdom. This is one of my favorite topics because there's a lot of people who say that knowledge is power. But it's very interesting saying because I do not believe fully that. Because only when you use knowledge then it becomes power. Because you can have all the knowledge in the universe, but if you don't use it, there is no power at all. That's why there are so many PhD students, master's degrees, who have so much knowledge, but they fail over and over and over in life because they do not build the wisdom. Because wisdom allows to live a fulfilling life. Wisdom really makes things happen in life, not the knowledge. So today I will share a few aspects. What is the difference between knowledge and wisdom? And why is it more important to focus on the wisdom and not on the knowledge? So first I would love to share from the source. What is acquisition? How you acquire knowledge and how you acquire wisdom. The source. So of course, knowledge is acquired by education, studies. So that means that you need to experience life to get some knowledge. While when looking to other part in wisdom, for wisdom we need to reflect, we need to have life experience, and we need to insights. So that means that we have experience, we must reflect on that to get wisdom, because you can have the same experience sometimes, and if you don't reflect on that, you will make the same mistake over and over again. So that means you will not be called wise if you keep repeating the same mistake, because you need to reflect on your experience, learn from mistake to get wisdom. Second is scope. So that means that knowledge could be for a specific topic. For example, you go to college, learn some kind of accounting studies, maybe marketing, whatever it is. Like you have specific knowledge, you can gather specific knowledge. While when you think about wisdom, it's more for the whole life in general. So that means when you are learning wisdom, it's applicable across all areas of your life. Application. So that means that when we gather knowledge, of course, we accumulate facts, information, and a lot of information that is, maybe it's needed, maybe it's not needed. So sometimes we just gather information because we want to have a lot of information. And this is a lot of times is saying that my mentor always used to say that don't be ask hole. People a lot of ask information, and it seems that they have a hole that all information goes into. That means it's not nice to be asshole. So that means we need to understand that when we gather information, we need to learn how to use it. So that means that we need to learn how to apply knowledge effectively. So that means wisdom allows us to understand what information do you have and how you use that information for your own benefit. Because a lot of times we sit on the knowledge that could allow us to achieve a lot of great things. Because we do not have the wisdom yet how to use that knowledge, we sit in the same position for years or maybe decades. Now, context. I love this one, context. So, knowledge focuses on what and how. Knowledge focuses on what and how. While wisdom focuses when and why. It's such a huge difference. Knowledge focuses on what and how, and wisdom focuses on why and when, or when and why. Because you potentially know what to say. You know how to say it. But you don't know when to say it and why to say it. So when you know when and why to say things, it will be much more meaningful to say those things than just knowing what to say and how to say it. It's such a powerful message. I really want to understand that you can potentially know what to say and how to say it. But wisdom is when you know when to say and why to say it. And that's a huge difference between knowledge and wisdom. Next one is time. So that means knowledge you can gather quite fast. You're able to spend maybe even a weekend and immerse yourself in studying some specific topic. And you will be known as an expert potentially in that field. Not like full expert, but you will know a lot of and really have a lot of knowledge in specific topic. While wisdom, you're not able to sit down over the weekend and really hammer some wisdom. No, you need to experience, reflect, and of course reflection over the weekend, you potentially could do that, but it's still like it will build much more slowly and you need time to build it. Now, when I think about friends and relationships that you have. So knowledge a lot of times is at work, but wisdom is most time how you choose friends. Because majority of people choose friends, like at least myself, I choose my friends based on their wisdom level, not on knowledge level. So that means that I don't care how much you know, but I care about how much you care, and how much you care is coming from the wisdom side. How much you know about how to live a fulfilling life, because I want to surround myself with people who are living fulfilling life. Because a lot of times people who have a lot of knowledge, but I do not admire them because they do not live fulfilling life, because that's what I'm inspired to. I'm inspired by living a fulfilling life, and people who have wisdom live much more fulfilling life than people who have a lot of knowledge. Of course, people sometimes have a lot of knowledge and have a lot of wisdom, so that of course is it's a beautiful blend when people have it. The next one is guidance. So of course, when I think about knowledge, it gives guidance regarding information and data, and you know exactly information regarding a specific topic. But wisdom, as I said, gives principles for living a fulfilling life. Principles for living a fulfilling life. That's why I truly believe that wisdom is much more powerful. We need to focus much more time and be intentional about building wisdom instead of knowledge. Knowledge is very, very important. But still, we need to focus on a little bit more time on wisdom than on knowledge. And last one is just measurement. So that's how you measure knowledge and wisdom. Of course, it's easy to measure knowledge. There's a lot of IQ tests. You can test easily the information. That's why you go to college, and exams test you able to understand how much do you know about a specific topic. But when you think about really measuring wisdom, it's very hard. The only way that you're able to measure is by the way how they live and how well they feel emotions, positive emotions, and how joyful they are, and how they are interacting with other people. Because a lot of times wisdom is based only by ability to know exactly when to use and why to use specific information. Now, it's very important to understand that sometimes a person who has much more wisdom but a little bit of knowledge will outperform a person who has a lot of knowledge but a little bit of wisdom. That's why I truly believe that when you think about you building yourself, growing yourself, I truly believe that 80% of your time is supposed to allocate to building wisdom, and then 20% is knowledge. Because both of them are essential. I do not hammer one on another. I truly believe that both of them are essential to live a fulfilling life. But I think that the majority of time we need to spend on wisdom building, because wisdom allows us to understand when and why we're supposed to use things, why we're supposed to make decisions, in a specific way. Because when you know how to make decisions, when you reflect on yourself, you know your goals, you know your passions, you know your strengths, and you focus on building your strengths because you are supervised, you know exactly what kind of knowledge do you need for specific things to happen. Because when you gather knowledge without reason, and you gather so much information, you have so much information on your shoulders, but 90% information is not helping you, not helping to achieve your purpose, your goal, your vision. Like, why you have that so much knowledge? Not necessary. So that's why I said that. Figure out exactly where you want to go. Figure out what information you need. Pursue that and get as much knowledge as possible to achieve that purpose. Now, of course, some people want to have that a lot of knowledge in different things, but at the same time, as I said, if you want to live a fulfilling life, I truly believe that 80% of the time needs to be allocated to wisdom, 20% to knowledge. Knowledge is power, but only when it's used. So wisdom allows you to use that knowledge in a proper way. So I hope you choose to win, and see you tomorrow.